So what we're going to be doing is an image transfer, and I'm going to show you two different ways in which you can do this image transfer. With the image transfer, what you're doing is basically taking a magazine cutout or photocopy and transferring it to a piece of tape or to another medium. One of the things with collages that some people don't like is that it's made out of a bunch of magazines and pictures, so it doesn't really feel unique or like it's really an original work of art because it's really just a bunch of cutout pictures. So these techniques that I'm going to show you right now will help you kind of add your own artistic touch to it. They'll make it feel more like it's your own. So I'm going to start with the first image transfer. So what you would need is you would need a photocopy of an image from, magazines or a photograph or whatever, image that you choose. You would need a photocopy of it. So I've chosen here someone's collage to use. I made a photocopy at the machines. I've reduced the size. I can also make your guys' images bigger. So if you find an image that you like, but it's not the right size or whatever, then I can make a photocopy it and make it whatever size, well, not whatever size you want, but initially whatever size you do want. So keep that in mind. Also, if you want duplicates of it, because you want to experiment with it and you don't want to make like that final cut and destroy it, or you want to use it over and over and over again to show repetition in your compositions, then let me know. Like maybe it's the same person and you want it of varied sizes to help show that depth. I can make those photocopies, but you have to let me know what it is that you need for your composition once we start the final project. Anyway, back to the photo transfer. You'll need a photocopy for this, and you can use packaging tape. So this will all be up at the front. This way is pretty simple, and I'm showing you this way first because I want you to understand the concept of a photo transfer. So what I'll do is I'm going to take the tape, and I'm just going to cut a slip of it off. And then I'm going to lay it right on top of my photocopy. So the one that's at 25%, that's the smallest copy that I made for you. It fits perfectly on the packaging tape. So I'm going to take it, make sure it's on there all the way. Okay, I'll go on the back of it, and I'm going to use like a plastic dowel or something. In this case, I don't have one on hand, but it's okay. I'll just use this plastic top right here. I'm just going to push down on my paper to make sure that the image is really pressed into the packaging tape. And push, 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 push. Okay. Go back to the other side and kind of just go over it with my fingers. And just ensure that the ink is actually pressed really well into the tape. Okay. So there we go. Then what I need water, so I can take it to the sink or I have like a little bucket. So here's my bucket of water. All right, and you're gonna go ahead and set it inside of the water and let it soak for a little bit. Warm water is best, but I don't know if we have that option with those sinks. I'm gonna let it soak in here for a second. Soak, soak, soak. And then I'm gonna flip it over to the paper side and I'm gonna go ahead and gently rub off the paper. Okay, you don't want to rub too hard as to rip the tape underneath. You want to get the paper itself off, but you don't want to rip the tape below, and you don't want to rub the image off of the tape either. So you just want to rub somewhat gently. Okay, rub, rub, rub. All right, so now the image is transferred to my tape. So if I move this off to the side, water, shake it off. Okay, you can see that the image is transferred. So you could put, this directly on a white paper. You could put it onto brown paper. You can take another piece of colored paper and put it underneath. But essentially, you could put this onto your collage anywhere you want to. So that's the image transfer. One of the reasons why I don't like this method with the packaging tape is I don't like that glossiness. That's just my preference. But it's quick and it's easy to do that transfer. And then it doesn't really feel like it came from a magazine article. But also maybe you cut this out and maybe you take cardboard or something and you put a frame around it. So now it's like you're looking through a window or you're looking into a picture frame or something, because you know how it has glass and it has that gleam. So this could work for something of that nature. Okay, does that make sense? So that's one way to do a photo transfer.